I don't like editing very much, so we're gonna do all these in one take and not care about how they come out. And I think that's all you need to know. Today, I'm talking about this book. It's called Witchlight by Jessi Zabarsky. This book is gorgeous. I really liked it a lot. It's a graphic novel. Look how beautiful it is. I feel like graphic novels are underrepresented on booktube or YouTube or whatever this is. And so when I read one, I'm going to talk about it, which pretty much goes for everything I do on this channel. I'm just going to talk about what I read because my TBR is long and I don't have time to always be keeping up with the new trends. And you know, I enjoy hearing about books that are maybe a couple years old. So, Witchlight is about Sanja, who's this witch, who's this girl, and Lelik, who's this witch. She is a witch. And they get tangled up and they go on this adventure to kind of confront Lelik's past and a bit of Sanja's family troubles too. It's great. It's short though. That's probably the main criticism I have of this book. It's not even a criticism. The main gripe I have with this book is that I could have 3 more volumes of this and be happy. I wish it was, I wish I had an amulet length series of these. Look how many books there are. I wish I had 8 of these books, yeah. But I don't. So I will be happy with what I have. First off, this book is gorgeous. I really like the art in this book. Just has nice, like, color palettes and like everything's nice and pastel, and I could just read it over and over again, you know. And besides that, there's lots of little aesthetic moments of just nice, like, scene building, world building kind of thing. That's just grand to me. I love it. I don't really mind if we lose a little bit of, you know, word count to focus on what's going on in the scenery around the characters. I love it. And it's really well illustrated. And it's all illustrated and written by the same person, Jessi Zabarsky. She's done a fantastic job, I thought. Yeah. I also wanted to talk about like the world building in this book. It has this cute little map at the front. There it is, a map. Books don't have maps enough anymore, and this one does. And I mean, honestly, it's not huge, and that's okay because this book's only that thick, and it's a graphic novel, so even less word count, really, less time to develop these characters in this world. And I think this book makes really good use of what time it has. And puts, as the 2 main characters kind of travel through this regional area, you see enough variation to make it seem realistic, and I love that. Without going over the top, you know? Because sometimes everybody wants to be Lord of the Rings. And sometimes you just don't need it, because there's a difference in thickness here, you know? So, yeah. That is well done, in my opinion. The 2 main characters are also very... At first I was like, maybe I don't love their vibe. And then I was like, you know what? No, I love their vibe. And their relationship is really strong. And the relationship between the 2 main characters and a lot of the side characters is almost always used to help with the main character's characterization. Pretty much everything that goes on in this book is just giving you more info about these 2 people we're following. And that's awesome. It's a very efficient book from a storytelling perspective, in my opinion. Yeah, I have not very many gripes. I would say the main thing that stood out to me was some of the action shots are... There was a couple times I was confused about what was going on when some of the witch stuff was happening. There is some, you know, magic and things like that in this book, and I I was like, what just happened there? But it's done in such a way where by the end you still feel like you understand what occurred. It's like, oh, I still understand that this person won the fight or whatever, right? Just every once in a while I was a little bit confused about how the characters were drawn during action scenes. Yeah. This is spoiler free, but I will say that the ending was really nice from a character perspective. But from a plot perspective, I thought it was a little like Deus Ex Machina, a little bit, like not enough that it hampered my enjoyment really, but enough that I was like, ooh, I want more. I just want like 2 more pages explaining what just happened or why it makes sense within the world. That's about it. Anyways, if you like this video, great, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. We're keeping it all in, people. I'd say the book is worth picking up. This is a library copy. I sticky noted over the library bits, so you guys don't know where I live, because it's a secret. But yeah, I would definitely consider buying this book. I like it a lot. Enjoyed it all the way through. I don't have a lot of graphic novels, but I have a couple, and I like the ones that I do have. I'm always looking for more. Anyways, have a lovely day or a lovely evening. Let's be honest, it's probably evening, maybe even night, because who watches YouTube in the middle of the day? Nobody. Thanks for watching. Oh, this channel's called Nookworm. Let me know in the comments if that's a dumb name or if it's cool. I like it, I thought it was cool, but I don't know. Could be dumb. Anyways, bye.